Hey there, this is Ashley Hatzinger. The content I would be teaching would be American history. The lesson would be the difference between sources. My objectives include um, the students will be able to identify the difference between primary, secondary, and tertiary sources. The anticipatory set would include the best way to judge whether a student already knows the difference between the sources is by giving them a little quiz, not one that is graded, just kind of one that gives me the detail that is needed prior to class being started, which is why this would be a good lesson for the first lesson. I will have each of them grab a scratch piece of paper and number 1 through 10, and I will present the different sources on PowerPoint. Um, so I guess the best way would be, since it's numbering 1 through 10, 2 or um, maybe 3 of each source, and one of them just pick randomly. Um, but I'll present them each on PowerPoint. They will then list whether the source is primary, secondary, or tertiary for each number. Next, we have instructional strategies. Since differentiated instruction is a bit harder for these sort of tasks, especially with analyzing sources, I guess the best way to accommodate someone's needs could be, instead of writing notes, they could use their computer. Um, if giving an exit slip, they can always tell me verbally. Next, the learning engagement activity. So I would begin the class by using a PowerPoint, obviously with the 10 different slides and them numbering 1 through 10 and telling me which source they think each one is. For 5 minutes, they will discuss with a shoulder partner afterwards. Basically, I guess, just comparing with the shoulder partner. And, if they have different answers, they can kind of discuss why or why not they think they are correct. Then we will discuss the difference between each type of sources. Therefore, they actually know. Next, I will organize the students into groups. And honestly, they're not actually working with their groups. They're just sitting with groups because I'm going to have them rotate sources. I'm giving them 20 minutes total and 4 minutes with each source. Therefore, I'm going to need 5 sources for each group. But again, as they are analyzing each source, they can jot down notes. But ideally, they want to be able to identify which source it is. And then lastly, for the last 5 minutes, I will put that same PowerPoint up I started with, and I will also give them back their sheet that they started at the beginning of the class with, and they will have the opportunity to change their guesses after we've given all them the knowledge of what the different sources are. They can now officially change their answers if they would like. And then as they are turning their information in at the end, I'm actually going to collect the little quiz in the beginning, the exit slip, which are typically the same thing, and all their notes. And I'm going to save them and give them back to them, give them back their notes at the beginning of next class. Next, the students for assessment. The students will turn in their exit slips and notes.